Hello everyone, my name is Cameron, welcome back to the channel, and today we are going to have a channel update. Now it's been a few months since I've done one of these. I like to do these every few months so you guys kind of have an idea of what's going on with the channel. And so I can kind of get some stuff off my chest about what's been going on with the channel. And you know, generic stuff that you have to do as a YouTuber on occasion. Now the reason I don't do one of these every month is because I don't normally need these every single month. I kind of need them every 2 to 3 months. So I try to get them around then. Sometimes it's a little bit like longer, sometimes it's a little shorter. It really just depends on my mood in certain things. This shirt always bugs me now because somehow it went from being completely straight to going to the side. I don't know if the shirt, I swear to God, the shirts are straight. Like, if you look, I know this is like really off topic and I'm getting off topic, but like, this shirt started off, I swear to God, perfectly level. Like, it all went down the right way, it was even, it was nice, and then out of nowhere, it went to the fucking side. And I don't know how it happened. Or if it was like, it might have been like that the whole time, I just never noticed. But it's really weird to just kind of look down and your shirt is somehow crooked all of a sudden. It's weird to me. I don't understand it. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I don't know exactly what happened. As far as I can tell, maybe it turned somehow or something fucking screwed it up. Who cares? Not what this video is about. This video is about channel. So I've kind of talked about a lot of these things briefly over the past few months, and I want to talk about them more in depth in its own video, which is kind of what channel updates are for. It'll be things that I talk about during other videos, but it'll be a much more in-depth talk about each thing. So, item number 1, Rage 2. I know a lot of people are probably been wondering, where the hell has the Rage 2 Let's Play been? Why is it not on the channel? Are you giving up on it? Is the series done? What's going on with it? Rage 2 is on hiatus. It's not on hiatus as of, like, my personal choice. Like, I love the game. I'm enjoying it. It's currently on hiatus because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. I have had some recording issues with it. If you guys don't know, the Xbox recording system is a lot different than the PlayStation recording system. The PlayStation one that I'm very used to over the past 4 years doing this, 4 or 5 years doing this, is very simple to understand. It's very easy to use. You can record gameplay and voice at the same time. I shouldn't always do that. There's sometimes I should probably record my voice after, but, you know, that's a lot of extra work, and I don't enjoy doing that most of the time. But you can record voice and video at the same time. You can record a 30-minute clip in one go. You don't have to split it up through 10 clips and then, or 10-minute clips and put it together. And that's what's always bugged me about Rage 2, or about Xbox's recording system. It's why I've kind of put off doing a series on Xbox for so long, is because Xbox's recording or capturing system is so weird. But then when Rage 2 was coming out, I was like, you know what, I'll get this on Xbox because I have Rage. I bought Rage because it's one of the backwards compatible games on Xbox One. I bought Rage for the specific reason to play that, and then I could also play Rage 2 on my Xbox and kind of have, you know, the story doesn't continue, but it's still there. And I'm like, alright, I'm going to do this because that's the way I wanted to do it. But Rage 2 has been a bitch to record because, again, like I said, 10-minute clips where I don't get to record my voice in one solid go is kind of a pain in the ass. I would like to at least have 30-minute clips so I can just, you know, it's easier to record my voice. But they have to do 3 10-minute clips, which then have to be put together, then have the voiceover put over them, and it's a pain in the ass. And that's not even the end of the pain in the ass that I have to deal with. I then have to put it into OneDrive, download it to my laptop, rename it, and then upload it to YouTube. It's a very long process to upload a single 30-minute video every Thursday. So it's kind of why it's been gone for like, God, it's been gone for a while. It's been gone since like, what, July, I think is when I started that series, and it hasn't been on the channel since probably about then. Which is a big pain in the ass for you guys. I know if you guys are enjoying that series, it's a pain in the ass to not have it on the channel. But for me, it's a pain in the ass to record. So I'm trying to kind of decide, do I want to keep recording it? I do currently have 2 videos that need processing, that need to be put together with the voiceover and then put into OneDrive so they can be uploaded. But it's kind of like, at this point, do I even fucking continue this series? Like, I'm kind of trying to figure out, that's why it's still on hiatus, is because I'm trying to figure out if I want to continue the series or if I just want to call it quits now on it and then just kind of play the game in my off time. I do enjoy gaming in my off time. It's an enjoyable thing. You know, obviously it's my favorite hobby in the world. So, you know, taking time to enjoy myself and play my games, you know, by myself would be nice. So right now, Rage 2 is kind of one of those situations of I'm trying to figure out if I want to keep it on the channel or not. Hell's Playground Prison Architect. That's not on hiatus. I just forgot to upload it yesterday. I gotta record some videos of that. I haven't recorded it since, like, I did like a chunk of recording, which is what I'm gonna do with most Prison Architect builds, is I'll just do like a chunk of recording and then upload them as the weeks go by. Because it makes it easier for me to do Prison Architect, because Prison Architect is a game where I really need my focus on the game for like a long period of time so I know what I'm doing, and like going week to week to week to week without really knowing what I'm doing is kind of not always the best option. And yes, I realize my prisons kind of always have the same sort of like build to them. I'm going to try something with my build shape to change it up. I do very basically the same thing every prison. I just kind of change up the design a little bit. I tweak it differently and I add different things. I separate things differently. I want to try to find like a nice different prison design to do. I just don't have a lot of ideas for it right now. But Hell's Playground was my kind of foray back into that because I know they're adding a lot more stuff. I'm hoping they add in a mode that, because I know they have multiplayer on PC, so I'm hoping they add in a multiplayer mode where like one of you can build it and one of you is a prisoner or something like that, which I think would be really cool. Or you can build it with a friend and then you can both go in the prison, or like a multiplayer escape mode or something. I know there's the Escapists and the Escapists 2, which you can also, which is basically just escaping prisons. But like being able to actually go into that with your friend in Prison Architect with that top-down view, I think would be really fun. So yeah, Hell's Playground will be back next week. I just haven't had time to record it. What else? Do I have content on Tuesdays? Oh, God of War. Wait, that's not Tuesday content. Yeah, it is. Never mind. I'm an idiot. God of War is still on hiatus. For those of you wondering, why is God of War on hiatus? Because I was doing a lot of the same bullshit episode to episode. I was doing a lot of grindy stuff, trying to go fight Valkyries, trying to go into Ivaldi's workshop to get Mist Echoes, to go back and then build shit. You know, build the new pieces of armor, or go open the rift tears, or, you know, all these different things that were just the same thing episode to episode. Because I've already beaten the main story. So it's like, if I'm not doing a bunch of exploring and searching around, I'm not doing a whole lot of anything, and you guys are seeing a lot of bullshit that's the same episode to episode, and I'm trying to find stuff to talk over it, which is getting harder, which got harder and harder as I was doing the God of War playthrough for longer. So I figured my best bet is go on hiatus, bust out and grind out through the workshop, get the rift tears and all that shit up top taken care of, get the new armor, fight the Valkyries, and kind of just do some like random grinding stuff. I did this with Skyrim too. Before the last episode of Skyrim, I was grinding out levels so I could get to the legendary dragon fight. And once I finally got it, I was very happy. It took forever to get to that level to get the legendary dragon fight, but I was very happy that I did. And that I was grinding it off camera for the most part. With God of War, I hate not having it on the channel because I've really enjoyed the game. But I also know that you guys getting the same content week to week is not going to be fun for you to watch. And personally, I want to put out content you guys enjoy. So I'm trying to avoid having that same kind of grinding shit in God of War week to week. But I have been playing it a little bit more. I didn't play it for a while, so I'm very far behind. But I did play it for a bit. I got like 6,000 Mist Echoes and brought those back and opened one of the chests up in the top area. I think with the Valkyries, I will fight them all and then bring their helms back to the circle of the Valkyries in the episode I do the fight, the final Valkyrie fighting. Because I know there's the god, or like the Queen Valkyrie or whatever. So I'll do that there, and you guys can see all like the stuff that Mimir has to say, and whatever the Valkyries have to say and stuff like that. I will record the end of the Valkyrie fight, so like once I kill the Valkyrie, when I go to send them to like that place where they go there once their spirit's free, I will make sure that I record that as well so you guys can see kind of the ending of that and see what they're saying, you know what I mean, when they're thanking me for their spirits being freed. We Happy Few continuing as per usual. That one I've loved so much, and I'm so glad that we're finally in chapter 2. I know it took a long time, and I'm sorry that it's gone off so much and it's come back and gone off. I'm trying to stay more consistent with it, and so far I've been doing very well of staying consistent with it. I think I missed last week or 2 weeks ago, like that or something like that, because Jesse just wasn't here, and that's a series I record with Jesse sitting there with me giving commentary on the game as well, because it's just history is a huge thing for both of us. It's a huge thing that I've always been a nerd of, and Jesse's kind of the same way, a little bit of a nerd of it, not probably as much as I am, but you know. So I kind of like hearing what he has to say about the game. It's also why I don't record it with my gameplay playing through my headset. It's so Jesse can hear what the hell's going on. I've really enjoyed Sally's chapter so far. It's a different take than Arthur's. It's a lot weirder. Having the baby is an awkward like kind of thing to have with it, but I'm really enjoying it so far. Days Gone, still grinding through that one on the channel, which I'm enjoying. I love that game. It's fantastic. It looks beautiful. The gameplay is beautiful, and I will take any day to kill some zombies. Excuse me. If you haven't been paying attention, when I think it was when me and Jesse were streaming Universe Mode, which if you haven't seen Universe Mode Stream 3, go watch the replay of it. We did do a 2K20 Universe Mode 3 stream. It broke midway through. We did a match. We did a triple threat match. It was Noe Jose, Santino Morella, and Apollo Cruz, which I won as Apollo. And then the game crashed. It just completely black screened. Not sure why. Just completely black screened after the match ended. I don't think it popped up the option for us to go to the next match. So yeah, so we had to reload it, and then I had to sim all the matches and make sure I chose, okay, this is the person that won this match, and this is who won this match, this is who won this match, and you know, make sure that I had everyone right once I reloaded the game. We're going to continue that, I think. I don't know when. I'll have to ask Jesse when he wants to play again. Probably soonish though. I'm thinking very soon. We'll play some more of that, and we'll finish up that pay-per-view, and then move on to Jesse's final episode of Raw, my final episode of SmackDown, and then his pay-per-view for the second month. And then we'll probably do a little bit of the next month, and that'll probably be the end of Stream 4. We do want to consistently stream this, and we've got to check some things, because I think my arenas are all broken, so I have to actually download new arenas, I think, so I can actually have the right graphics and shit on them, because if you guys watch the stream, the entire arena is just pure white, and we don't know why, because I'm like fairly certain that's not how the arena is supposed to look. I just can't remember for sure. But yeah, those are really enjoyable. For those of you wondering where's the other 2K20 content, there is no other 2K20 content. It was going to be Championship Scramble was going to be back, but then Create Championship wasn't there for so long. And then it was going to be that I was going to do Career Mode. I did actually start the Career Mode. I just wasn't enjoying it when I started. Like, I started it, and I was like, man, this is really not enjoyable. And I just decided, that's it. I'm not going to continue it because I'm not enjoying it. Yeah. Pay-per-view predictions and reviews are still going to be continuing. I'm going to tweak the reviews that I do. I think what I'm going to focus on is big spots, the winner and the finish of the match, any cool entrance type things, and some of the backstage stuff. I don't want to focus too much because I go very in-depth with some of the reviews. And, I mean, I love going in-depth with reviews. I love adding that different sort of style to it because I know a lot of people don't go very in-depth with reviews. But it does also take away some of the enjoyment I have of doing the reviews and watching the pay-per-views themselves. So I think what's going to happen is I will probably focus on some of the big spots. You know, like if it's a takeover or something, and they show like a star that just got signed to the, you know, ringside, I will definitely mention that. And obviously if there's any big like moments that happen post-match and stuff, I will mention that. I'm really enjoying doing the ratings at the end of the matches though, like actually like talking a little bit more about it. Like, okay, you know, the match, you know, like how I've described the match itself, you know, like, okay, there's big spots, it was a great match from both competitors. Like, let's take Keith Lee and Dijakovic from TakeOver Portland, where after the match, they shook hands, they hugged, and Keith Lee helped Dominic up to taunt. That was something I really loved, and I'm going to do that sort of stuff more I really like that, and I also really enjoy now giving the pay-per-view as a whole its own grade out of 5 stars. For that, it's kind of like, okay, how did I end? How do I feel going out of that pay-per-view? It's not really an add-up of all of the other matches. Yes, the matches have some, you know, like whatever the rating of the match is, has a little bit of leeway on that, but it's not the big thing for it. The big thing is, when I watched the match, or when I finished the pay-per-view, how was I feeling going out of it? So if it was Super Showdown, it probably would have been a 1 star, maybe in a half star. But that's kind of the way I do the rating system on that. It's just how I feel about the pay-per-view as a whole after it's over. You know, did I enjoy it? Did I enjoy the matches? Did I enjoy the storylines that progressed? Was there anything backstage that I really enjoyed? You know, that sort of stuff. But that being said, there are rumors that, I hate saying this, there are rumors that WWE is going to be selling their pay-per-view streaming rights to ESPN. I've heard that they're going to be selling it to Fox and ESPN. I've heard a lot of different stories. Currently, I don't know what the story is and, you know, what to believe. So obviously, as this goes forward, you know, me and Jesse will look into it and make sure we know what's going on so we can figure out if this is a true thing or not. I do have ESPN Plus, which has been rumored that's what they're going to be showing on, is ESPN Plus, for if ESPN is the one that buys it. I don't really know how that's much different than what WWE already does with their network, but it's like, okay. But obviously, you know, as I go forward and I watch through this, I'm going to make sure, like, okay, is this still going to be a viable option? Because I'm not paying $60 a month for a fucking pay-per-view. I'm sorry. Like, I know you guys probably enjoy the predictions and the reviews and stuff like that, but Jesse and I both agreed if they go back to how they used to be, where it was $60 a month for a pay-per-view, him and I are probably not going to continue with predictions and reviews. And it's a sucky thing for us because getting to watch the pay-per-views is kind of a big deal for us. It's kind of a huge thing for us because when we were kids, this was never an option for us. Like, yeah, we'd probably get one every, you know, so often, like, you know, maybe like once a year. If we were lucky, we could watch a pay-per-view. But with the network, it's been kind of an option of, okay, we have this easy way to watch a lot of old WWE content, which we do. We actually really enjoy all the other content on there. I hate how there's people who are like, oh, I only have it for the pay-per-views. I'm like, bull fucking shit. There's something on there that you enjoy watching besides the pay-per-views. Maybe you go back and watch old Raws or old SmackDowns or old pay-per-views, or maybe there's some random show on there that you enjoy. The Broken Skull podcast with Stone Cold, or the Edge and Christian show, which Jesse and I both really enjoy. The Hidden Gems. You know, there's things on there that everyone else watches. I guarantee you, all those people who say, I only have the network for the pay-per-views, bullshit. Even you know that's a waste of the $9.99 a month. That's like saying that you have Netflix just so you can watch the Netflix original content. Like, I know there's a lot of original content on Netflix, but there's not enough to warrant spending the $15.99, I think, something like that, for Netflix per month just for the original content. Because some of the original content sucks balls. Just saying. Like, come on, Netflix, step the fuck up. But yeah, I pay in the $9.99 for WWE Network because I enjoy the old pay-per-views. I enjoy the skit shows like Edge and Christian. I enjoy the Southpaw stuff. I enjoy so much of the stuff that's on the network besides the pay-per-views. And some of the pay-per-views I don't even enjoy that much. Looking at you, Saudi shows. I give so much shit to the Saudi shows, but like, it's deserved. It's very deserved. But yeah. So yeah, I would hate to have to get rid of network. I'd probably keep the network. It just means that predictions and reviews would probably stop, which sucks because I love doing those and Jesse loves doing those. It's very fun for both of us to do. It gives us kind of a different thing to do with watching the pay-per-views. It's not just watching a pay-per-view for us. It's watching the pay-per-view, getting a different take on it, and having some stakes kind of on it, which is really fun for us. But again, if they change it the way that it's working, it's kind of going to fuck them over. Like, it is. It's a big deal. Is like, guys, this is a huge part of why you're destroying AEW right now. Like, that's a huge thing that people are going to go to your side for, is they have easy access, decently priced access to every pay-per-view a year. You don't have that with AEW. Now, I'm not shitting on AEW. Like, I get it. They're a small company. They're trying to make some money right now. But, like, I can't chill out $40 every pay-per-view for AEW. I just don't have that kind of money. I wish I did, because Revolution looked fucking awesome. But I just don't have that kind of money. It sucks. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's like, don't fuck yourselves over, WWE. Don't shoot yourselves in the foot more than you have by putting the fucking Euros title on Goldberg and ruining The Fiend. Okay? Just don't fucking screw yourselves over. Alright, and finally on to the last bit of content. Or the last few things, I should say. Minecraft. What's going on with Minecraft Bedrock Edition? What happened? Blah, blah, blah. Dalton and I have talked about it, and I've talked about it on the channel a little bit. The Two Morons playthrough stopped. It's done. We decided to pull the plug on that one. It's not because we weren't enjoying it. We were. We actually really loved the world. It looked beautiful. There was a lot of cool things we had on it. The big reason... There's three kind of big reasons. One, the update to Bedrock Edition kind of screwed it up a little bit. It made it a little difficult for us to play on it, just because there were things that were a little weird. And also, we couldn't find our end portal, and that's kind of a big issue for us. Not being able to find that is a pain in the ass. But the update to Bedrock Edition was just kind of like, we have this already established world. Updating and having to learn all the stuff again is a little difficult when you're on an already established world. If you start a new world with an update, with a big update that changes a lot of stuff, it's a little bit easier to kind of get used to it, because like you don't have all this stuff that you've already done. So that was kind of one of the reasons. Two, all the new stuff, like the Beehive stuff, thousands upon thousands of blocks away. It's not really a good option for us to do that, where we want to do the new stuff on the channel, obviously, but having to go thousands upon thousands of blocks away, hopefully to keep bees with us and have them back to our base, is a little bit of a pain in the ass. And number three, what was the third reason? Oh, right. We kind of just forgot what the fuck we were doing. It had been a while, because Dalton, I believe, lost, I think around Christmas time he had some stuff to do, and he forgot to bring Minecraft home with him, so we just lost a lot of time playing it. And by the time we got back to it, neither of us really remember what we were doing. Like, I still was playing on it, off and on, between the time Dalton left it at his school and the time he got back to it. But by the time we got back, neither of us really remember what we were doing. He didn't remember what he was doing in the house. I kind of forgot some of the other plans I had, and it just kind of seemed like the best option was to just, okay, that's it, you know. So we went to the Skyblock, which wasn't going to stop it completely. We were going to hop back on eventually. Another thing was, I think the Infinite World didn't update. It didn't update to an Infinite World on ours. We would have had to change it or something. So Infinite World wasn't going to be a possibility, which kind of sucked not having the Infinite Worlds. But we kind of looked at it like, okay, once we did the start of the Skyblock, we were kind of figuring out what we wanted to do. And eventually we did make the choice that we just wanted to end that series, and then we'll start a new once the next update comes out. Skyblock is going to continue until we're done with the tasks we have set for ourselves. And I think what's going to happen is the death counter that we have is going to in some way shape something into the next Let's Play. I don't know what yet. I got to talk with that about him today. Since me and him have to record some Skyblock stuff today, I'm going to say, hey, what do we want to use the death counter for? Like, do we want to have... obviously, I want to have something that's set up in the next world for it, you know, so that way we have the option of, okay, this is the consequence if you're the one who loses on this. Like, okay, there's a consequence already for Dalton because he died first, which we're going to keep that. I'm going to say, hey, there's already a consequence because you died first. We need a consequence for who has the most deaths at the end of this. Which right now we don't know who the fuck that's going to be. Could be me, could be him. We don't know. But once 1.16 is up, completely out and released, we are starting a new Let's Play. We have decided this already, that 1.16, the Nether update, is when we're going to go back into it. It's just kind of waiting for it to be stable and things to be updated properly and stuff like that. Right now they are on snapshots, which means we should be having it pretty soon, hopefully, probably within the next few months. Definitely before the end of the summer. I can guarantee before the end of the summer we'll probably have 1.16 out. But right now, it's like, when we can have... Excuse me. When are we going to have it? We're not entirely sure. So hopefully we'll have it sooner rather than later and we can kind of get into it. And, you know, enjoy the new stuff. And PC building update. My next part is going to be bought right after I get my taxes back. And then I'm just going to try to save as much money as I can so I can start kind of, you know, occasionally buying more PC parts and get it all done. I want to get it done before the end of this year. I want to get it done before the end of the summer. I don't know if that's going to be possible working the job I work. If I could get a second job, I could probably get the PC done before the end of the summer. You know, just kind of put like half of one check into my checking, half of one check into my savings, and then put the other check fully into my checking and not really have any issue with that. And then buy, you know, make sure my bills are paid, food's bought, and then, you know, buy PC parts or whatever else I need to buy. But hopefully by the end of the year it will be finished. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start saving more money first off, and secondly trying to save more money off my checking account when I'm actually, you know, buying stuff and paying bills and shit like that. And then that way I can occasionally buy PC parts more often and get them finished. Right now, it's the goal of getting the more expensive PC parts taken off the list, which is why I'm waiting till my taxes are back to take off the DDR4 for my PC, which is going to be kind of an expensive bitch. It's like $100 and something. I can't remember exactly how much, but it's expensive. I don't know if I need a disk drive. I'm scared to buy one and not need it, so I'm like, fuck, do I buy a disk drive and then not end up needing it at all? Or do I not buy it and then end up fucking needing it and have to spend money on it? So right now, I'm not buying a disk drive. It's not in the plans currently. It might end up being in the plans in the future. Who knows? And hopefully everything I've bought goes together. Because if it doesn't, I'm going to be so pissed off. I probably should have looked more into this before I started buying, like, parts. But I'm dumb, so I didn't. As far as I know, I've done some checking. As far as I know, every PC part I've bought so far goes together. As far as I know, from what I've looked up, everything should work together. My graphics card works with my motherboard works with my processor works with all that, my power supply works with it all. Going forward, I'm scared shitless that I'm going to buy something and then have to fucking buy something new because it's not going to work properly. I'm scared of this not working. I'm going to live stream. I'm not sure if I'm a live stream or if I'm going to record the video like this. When I build the PC, I might just record it. I might get a video camera and then record that. And then, you know, have a video camera to record stuff with, which sounds awesome to me. But yeah, right now the PC build is also kind of on a hiatus because I just don't have the money for it, which sucks balls. I have a lot of other shit I have to deal with right now. Currently, I'm paying off crossbow bolts at my work. I'm nearly done. I have like $34 left to go on it, and I'm done with it completely. And then my crossbow stuff's done, and it's completed, and I have it all at my house, which makes me very happy. But yeah, right now, I just am working on getting the PC, you know, stuff figured out as fast as I can. So I can get this up. Because it's been a long time coming. Like, this is, I think I've been building this since, like, technically 2017 is when I started. Or 2018 is when I, like, started this. I was kind of, like, looking into it. And then 2019 is when I started it. I've wanted to build a PC for a long time. But yeah, this one's going to be built. I think at some point I'm going to upgrade the PC and make it better and buy a better, first off, buy a better case and all that, and then upgrade completely, like have everything completely different, and then have the PC I'm working on now, what has been called Project White Knight, and by my own deeming, I've deemed it Project White Knight because it's a white PC with black accenting, and that's kind of like a white knight sort of like armor design, I guess is the best way to put it. And then I'll have that one as kind of like a work PC for editing and stuff like that, and then I'll have a better PC for everything else I need. And then, you know, if Jesse wants to play video games with me on PC, I have 2 PCs. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed. If you haven't yet, give us a subscribe. And like this video if you liked it. Share it with people. See you next time. Stay golden. Peace.